Opa! Hello everyone. Uh, just okay. We are good to go. Let's open up Maya. Opa! Hello everyone. I am doing the retopo here in Maya. So let's go. Hope you guys enjoy. So the although we're top of thing, I'm just how do I say? I am getting smashed on this jacket. The topology itself, it's a little bit complexer that I expected because of the folds, and since we are trying to make a AAA like character, it's very hard to make something with consistency and also maintain it on a high level. That's very difficult. So how are you? How are you guys? You were I don't know. How was your week during these days? Tell me what you're doing, what your projects you are working on. So what's up? Oh, Maya and his things to open up. I've actually started the stream late, about 15 minutes late. My daughter, was making some messes. Working in 4 hours. Thank you, Haru. Hugo. His real name is Hugo, but you can call him Haru from the old Ragnarok days. Here. Great, good to know. Awesome. So we have to. Oops. No. Wait a second. Oh yeah, this. I forgot to make the high poly jacket on like a live mesh, stuff like this. Now we are cooking. Okay, now we are cooking. You guys can see here. That's one thing for everyone who doesn't know how game characters work or stuff like this. You can see much more resolution on the mesh here on this area, like this one, than this one on the chest. Because if you take a closer look, there are much more folds and a lot of more information here than here. So these kind of informations, it changes the silhouette, by itself. So these things must be modeled, but this kind of pattern and that kind of stuff, this doesn't change the silhouette at all. So this kind of thing will become maps and normal maps and ambient occlusions like textures, but these kind of folds, it changes completely the silhouette, so it must be modeled. So that's the great, how do I say, difference between between like cinematic meshes, because if this is cinematic, I can just flute this with a lot of polygons and make the falls by itself and whatever, it will be a render, and it won't cost any hardware from anyone that's watching a movie or stuff like this. But when we are talking about game stuff, these gotta run on people's hardware, and that's the biggest difference between cinematic stuff and game stuff that we are building on. Okay, so you can also see the difference here from the other side of the arm of the jackets. This here has much less resolution than here in the front, because here in the front have much more information than here from behind, and that goes on and on. So let's start with this. Before, on the other live stream, I was talking about not building a new mesh from scratch, but on the last live stream, I actually noticed that would be better to build something from the scratch to have more control of the topology, and don't waste more time than fixing the already existing topology than building another one that has the features that I already know that I will need, instead fixing the other one. So let's see. Right here. Oh, if you guys don't know this software, I am use Autodesk Maya to make the retopo of this, and this feature that I am using for making these polygons and triangles, it is the quadral tool. To actually I will start again here. That would be easier. So to use quadral, if you don't have a mesh, or if you already has a mesh to working on, like a base mesh or stuff like this, you guys need to have the high poly and put the low poly on top of the high poly. After that, you have to pick up your high poly like this, make it a live mesh using this button right here, and now the jacket is live. So after that, I can just select my low poly mesh and here put it on quadral. Now I can manipulate this mesh and this topology whatever I want. I have all the features, all the modeling features, all all the basic modeling features that you will need to build your custom mesh. Like if I just pass the mouse like this, you can see that I am selecting the vertex quad, like a polygon, and I can move him and do whatever I want, and an edge. Also, I have the features to manipulate them. With this, for an example, I have extrude. If I put the button on the keyboard tab, it will select and highlight an edge or whatever actually the vertex here. I can extrude themselves and make another poly, or I can use the on edge on stuff like this. Also, when I just the Plascos pass close the closest vertex, he can weld the mesh, the vertex actually like this. You know, it is already welded, so if I manipulate, it is stuck on itself. Also, if I hold Control, I can create a loop like this. Oops, 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 oops. Okay, I can create a loop like this, and bam, there's a loop. And also on if I hold Shift, I can smooth the mesh like this, you know, and conform all the vertices and the polygons around the surface. Let me see. Also, one more thing that there's, if I can manipulate, you know, these vertices freely, because it is already snapped on the high poly mesh, so it won't, you know, how do I say? It won't get loose on the viewport, on the skin, stuff like this, you know. So let's go. Let's build this one. I will actually build a loop out of this, like from here to all the way down. I mean, this tool, the quad draw tool, it is one of the best tools for making retopo meshes on the industry. You know, Maya it is, you know, like an awesome software, because you know, that's not that's no reason that, you know, no reason, I mean, how do I say that in English? Sorry, my English is not my first language, so you have to forgive me. There's a reason that, you know, Maya is called an industry standard software, you know, because, you know, he owned his place for that, you know. Also, I am doing this asymmetrically, because the jacket itself is not symmetrical, so I will have to build by myself, you know, one side, then other side. My English is awesome, because, and it is understandable, because, you know, I don't know, forget it. So let's head back to this. Oops, caps lock on, no. Okay. And this is the job we mainly do in the industry, you know. Basically pulling out and vertices and doing stuff like this. Actually, I have a friend that, you know, he has a lot of experience in the gaming industry. He was my first senior, you know, like a senior guy in my first job. He always said me, you know, oh, low poly stuff you'll be doing, you know, 80% of the time. The cool parts on texturing and ZBrushing and, you know, sculpting stuff will be the minority of the time you'll spend on your career for your life, you know. So if you don't like to build low poly, you'll have to find another stuff to do for your life. 80% of the time, man. 80% of the time we'll be doing low poly stuff. I must say so. I actually like it, you know. No, I can say that, you know, how do I say, it's not the best thing to do in the industry, just stuff like this, but it is, a little bit cool. Of course, the part that everyone likes a lot, likes the most is the ZBrush stuff, sculpting super high poly detail models and stuff like this. But doing things for game stuff, I think it is, when you see the full model finished, it's kind of rewarding to view it built inside the engine and functioning with all the features that you built from the scratch with your bare hands, for a whole month and stuff like this. It's kind of rewarding to see, working in its full functionality. AI can do stuff, but not in an automated process. AI can, like the high poly that I build in ZBrush, stuff like this. AI can build, very trashy, high poly models, but people say it is a starting point, like a base mesh or stuff like this, so you can use it for, continue the work. But for real saying, I don't think so. I've tried myself to use some AI tools, and I honestly spend much more time to, fixing the high poly proportions and stuff like this than building it with my bare hands by myself. But there are some people that say it is good for building your base meshes, but for me, I don't think so. For me, I can do things but much more faster and with much more consistency building by myself than fixing a model that was built from AI. Actually, I had a client that used AI to build some stuff, and he said, "Oh, go for it. It is just plug and play and clean up the mesh and whatever." And when I gave him the final result, he was very pissed off because because it wasn't on the full quality that he would like to receive. Then I say to him, okay, I can fix it, but a lot of things I will have to build from scratch, and you have to pay me again from the work that I will be basically doing the work twice. So of course he was very pissed off in the end, but it is what it is. Fortunately, we artists have our jobs at least maintained for the next, I don't know, the next decade or stuff like this, until AI, completely, replace us. It will be, my guess would be in about 10 years or 20 years maybe, or 15. In about that time, I think it is, because it is like I said before in the last live stream that I was talking in Portuguese with the people. AI can do some stuff that are good, but to make it fully functional, you will need a human hand to build this stuff, because especially for gaming stuff, because gaming stuff has a lot of technical how do I say, technical challenges, because there are some programming challenges, you know, that people say it uh, can AI can't, you know, for now can't do. And also these programming challenges are much related to 3D challenges too, because, you know, for an example, the AI wouldn't read the surface on that way, the same way that I, you know, build it. And, you know, for more efficiency, you can actually see some triangles here on the mesh, you know, like here there's a triangle. I've built that triangle just to maintain the silhouette, to maintain the shape, and also making sure that the normals doesn't, you know, bug in some way, or doesn't, you know, look strange in the textures. Also, there are some more triangles here. There's a triangle here. This is a quad, but the shape itself is like an arrow, stuff like this, so people can get confused, like a triangle. More triangles here. There's a lot of triangles. Like I said before, we character artists from gaming stuff, and also environment artists, we like it. We like a lot of triangles, is because, you know, the clean topology, all quad matches, you know, that's a myth that people say, oh, you should always build all quad meshes, because that's most likely like academic stuff. And you know, if you are studying and making like an assignment for your teacher, he will, you know, actually ask you to build all quad stuff. That's no doubt, because you will have to you know, you have to learn the fundamentals of, you know, polymodeling. But since you already know how to apply the rules, you can also break the rules, and also, you know, use to your own stuff, because the perfect mesh, the perfect topology doesn't exist at all. The perfect topology is the topology that gets the job done. That's the real thing, you know? For an example, like, let me see here, wait. This is a good topology. Yes, I can say so. This messed up topology is a good topology. Is a good topology for baking stuff. Maybe if I wasn't building a character for, you know, for gaming stuff, instead for 3D printing, that would be actually a good topology for itself, for the purpose that it is needed, you know. You have to basically, you know how to fight your battles against the software and the workflow that you are choosing, and also the job that you are working on it, you know. Let me see here. Okay. Also, you can see these scene lines, like it was like a sewing stuff. I am building the edges following this, because when I build the UVs, I will cut the UVs following these how do I say, following this shape itself, you know, because so when I bake the normals, the normals that doesn't get, you know, distorted on the when I cut off the UVs. That's also a cool trick that, you know, you can do for, you know, clothing meshes and stuff like this, you know. Sorry, I think I'm getting a little bit cold. I don't know. So we'll create a loop here. Alright. Yes, you can see there's like a fluffy shape stuff now, like a pillow shape on this one, like an inflated stuff. So yes, this will change the silhouette itself, not so much, but a little bit. Maybe I don't think I will need to. No, yes, I'll need to model this because of this shape cutting from inside of it. Oops. Here. This one from inside is, you know, since it's very, you know, how do I say, not so big, this can become like texture, but the other one I will have to model it. So here. Okay. Here. Yes. You know, you guys can see there's a logic that I am building here just for following the shape itself, you know. That's why, you know, 80% of the time you're actually building the low poly itself, you know. You are basically testing things and you know, see how it works, see how the shapes goes, and build it. Then after the baking process, you know, for baking baking the high poly meshes into the low polys, then after that you can see if everything goes, you know, okay, and if something goes wrong, basically you will have to do again the parts that, you know, goes wrong and rebuild it again, and there's a lot of back and forth on that process. Here, close, and then okay. Yes. Oh, remember that I said that you can actually smooth the topology and the shape itself. So when I press shift using the shift key on the edges and also the polys, you can see I am actually smoothing and just giving a little a better spacing for the edges and also the polygons and everything's inside. So sometimes I have to pull them by myself by hand, but basically this. Alright, here. Oops, 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 oops. Okay. And to close this, I'm just pulling, pulling, pull, pull, and pull. Okay. Wait. Wait a sec. No. That's good. That's good. Okay. Okay. Here. Here. Okay. Oops. Nope. Get back there, man. Get back there. Okay. Yes. Okay. Oh, there's a thing that also I can do. You know, there's a thing like called soft selection. The soft selection, I can control it here, but when I hold the key B, you know, you can see the area of, you know, the spacing area get higher and also get lower. So it is basically the area that I can, you know, move a lot of, you know, polygons at the same time. You know, when it is, you know, yellow, the fall off, it is, you know, very dense, and it will getting, you know, a little as much as darker that it can go. The spread and all the stuff will be a little bit more, you know, spaced. So I can use this very low value and pulling stuffs at the same time like this. And also for smoothing, it is a very good tool. Here. Okay. 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 Oops. Also, I can create, you know, new quads using just tapping the right the left click of the mouse. You know, like you know, if I click here and here, you can see these two vertices that were created, and when I hold shift, I can, you know, choose from where the poly will come. You know, like if I click here, and it will create the poly like that. But I don't like to use these these, you know, methods to create polys. I just prefer to use, you know, extrude like this one, extrude edge, or extrude the vertices. I think it's much more easier, and also I have more control, you know, for where from where I will be welding the vertices, you know. Okay, like this one until the end. Okay, then smooth. And soft selection. My neighborhood, it is, you know, like God blessing, they are playing so loud music, that is basically messing up my live stream, so yeah. Basically, you guys will have to listen loudy, shitty music during the live stream, unfortunately. And you guys must, must be asking, oh, what kind of music is this? So this type of music, it is Brazilian style music called funk. No, not Brazilian. I know the original funk came from the United States, but and it was actually very good at it, the original ones, but the Brazilian funk is it's how can I say without the YouTube, the YouTube just ban me. I don't know. So you guys understand. Yes, hellish. It is actually a good term for that. Also cursed. That's very good. Cursed, that's very good. Surpassed my expectations. These ones. Spikeball. Yes. Good one. Thank you, Hugo. I'll actually change the extrusion type. If when you come to extrude, holding the tab and the edge you highlight. When you go for an edge, choosing the extrusion pattern, if you hold the right click of the mouse and come here on extend loop, you will extend the whole loop on that. And after that you just weld the vertices. So I will do this, like from here to there. You can see the full edge, the full loop is highlighted, so I can extrude them and weld the webs there. So after that I can go back to the original, like a default extrusion, pattern to do stuff, Then I can just smooth these edges. Oops. Okay. It got a little bit messed up, but no worries. Okay. Where? Here. Okay. So, wait a second. I can actually do the pattern, the topology itself actually bending like this here, then extruding from there. So the loop won't stop, you know, it will be continuously like this one. And I think I can, you know, like do like a triangle here. No, forget. No. Yeah. Maybe. Let me see here. Ah, yes. I will have to maintain the loop itself because of the shape here. Yes. So when I take the normals, this won't get messed up. Here. This one. Okay. Then I will. Oops. Here. Wait. Yes, this one. Yes. Yeah. I think that is okay. And I can close it here. Then I will. Oops. No. Sorry. Loop here. Oops, no. You know, when I told about the AI stuff like this, an AI wouldn't, you know, have a decision to make a loop like this just to maintain the consistency of that kind of fold, you know, that happens on the game, that happens on the topology itself. The AI probably will just, you know, make like a straight loop and pass everything, you know, just okay, do it, and probably the bake on the normals would be, you know, the result would be would not be satisfactory, you know. Oops, no. Sorry. Here. Edge. Okay. All right. Now just oops. goes like this one. And this one. I don't know. I don't know if I will have to cut off like this and extend everything, or if the texture itself would hold on that. Maybe this part not, but maybe this one yes. I'll just turn on the lights very quick here. Oh, here. Okay. Then. Okay. Okay. I'll think about it later. I'll need to work on this side first. So, yeah, I think I can cut off some edges here, just here, because the silhouette. I think the silhouette doesn't need so much topology. Just on this part. Let me just finish building it. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's see these. Actually, I think I will try to close this, then I will start removing polygons. I think that's a better approach to solve this. Let's see. Smooth everything. Also, I don't know how much 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Yeah, I have much more polygons inside. So that's, I think I will be just extruding from inside and cap everything. Then after that I will try to remove some polygons, because there's too much, we can't, there's no no reason at all to maintain that much of resolution just on this piece, because the shape itself doesn't change so much, so it doesn't need too much topology. I can spend this much of topology in other parts that I will need, maybe on the other side, like this one, and also, I don't know, maybe the pants when I start to build them. Because the idea, it is, building the full character with 300,000 triangles with hair cards included, Okay. Oops, oh. Hey, what the hell? Whoa, what the hell? Yeah, thank God. Oh. There's another music style that's Brazilian. The name is pagode. That's a crap too, and you guys must be asking, oh, why don't you like the music from your country, your culture, stuff like this, I like music from my country, but I don't like pagode and funk, and that's unfortunately it is the biggest part of the music industry here from Brazil, unfortunately, because we actually have very talented musicians, that are Brazilians, but they don't get the deserved attention because they don't follow the trend of the market, Yeah, I understand. I must agree with Hugo. Not knowing PTBR, is a blessing sometimes. Oops, no. I actually didn't save once since we started, so we should save it. Okay. Topo 02. Save it again. Not 002, it's just 02. Okay. Good. Good. Quadro. Okay. Yes. I've lost actually recently, not from this character, it was a commissioned job. I've lost about 4 hours of work, you know, because I was sculpting it in ZBrush and I disabled the autosave feature from ZBrush, you know, and it was I was very pissed off because, you know, sometimes when you have very heavy models, you know, very dense meshes, the file can get, you know, very heavy. I mean, you know, like a file have 20 gigabytes, stuff like this, you know. Is this inside ZBrush? You know, just for opening it, that file, I, you know, spent like 10 minutes waiting. You know, I would, you know, I could make a coffee, pass the coffee, and come back, you know, with the coffee mug on my hand, and it would be still opening the file. That's the complexity and how much heavy the file was. It was about it was about 15, 20 gigabytes, stuff like this. One ZBrush file, and I've lost about 4 hours of work inside of it because I've disabled the autosave feature because it was starting to get so heavy that, you know, whatever the change that I made inside the model, the autosave just, you know, snaps, and I was losing too much time waiting the autosave, the autosave, you know, concludes. Then, you know, actually working by myself. So yeah, I've lost this amount of work. And also the same situation was happening when I was working on my Tom Hardy likeness character, the one that, you know, is in my portfolio, like imagination of the actor Tom Hardy, you know, put it inside the Game of Thrones universe, you know, like the, let me see, Art Station. This one here. This one. So the same thing happened before. But with this character. Yeah. I was making his face when that thing, happened, but on the file there wasn't only his face, that was, the full scene, the body, the sword, the his full costume, like this print was inside the file, and it was that file crashed, and I've lost 4 work. Unfortunately, but after that I've learned it from my mistake and into multiple files. So I have a file with just the coat, with just the pants, with just the boots, with just the head, with just the armor, and stuff like this. Just I've split everything just to maintain something workable and keep working on it. When and also I've built a master skin, just assembling, that I updated when I does some major changes inside the model, and like for example, I've made a big change on the face, the jackets, the pants, and the boots on the same day. Then I move everything to the master skin assembly, just to see how the things work, and then I save the master skin, just to save everything inside. But the master skin was, I think it was costing about 10 to 15 minutes just for saving it. The master skin assembly skin, actually. Yeah, I can actually, I think I can show him here. Oh, wait. Here. Works. Tom Hardy. Here. Maya. Files. ZBrush. Full body skin. Yes. Here. Here. What? 11 gigabytes. Yes, 11 gigabytes. That's the heavier file, the heavier ZBrush file that I have from my whole life, actually. And it is 11 gigabytes because the skin, it is already cleaned up. The raw version was, the raw version was about 20 to was about 15 to 20 gigabytes. I mean, raw version, like with all the morph targets and the layers inside the brush. It was about all of this. I had to clean up the main skin, because sometimes it was making things unworkable, so I was losing too much time on that skins. So yeah, you guys understood. Okay. Wait, but Wait a second. Oh, okay, it's here. And yes, this guy, the V character model, it's not so heavy. I actually don't need him so heavy because he will be a game character, and I'll likeness project on the imagination of the Knights Tom Hardy. I've learned a lot of stuff. I learned, how to optimize a lot of stuff during the process, and probably, I will never make the same mistake I did again before. So basically like this, continuously growing. Wait, what is it? Okay, here. Wait, it's not welding? Why? Why it's not welding? Now welded. Okay. Maya and his things. It's an awesome software actually, but sometimes it is very buggy. I don't know. This one, oh, check this out. I don't know why, but he just picked up the vertice and put it inside the mesh there, here, highlighted in red. I don't know why he does that. So I have to pull it back and then enter in quad draw again. Oops, not subdivisions. Here, quad draw, and turn off the wireframe so I can, start to manipulate again. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, here and here. I think I will just erase this one. Okay. After, I will fix this shape when I smooth everything. I think it's better than working singularly on each one of them, every time I extend a new loop. Okay. is just 1, 2, and there's 3 here, so I can just pull this and good to go. Wait. I don't know why it created a random block like that one. Okay. Here. This one goes there. And this one goes there. Thank you! Thank you very much. Sorry, my phone just ring it. I don't know. Okay, now I can. Sorry, I will just hear a WhatsApp audio very quick. I think it's urgent. Okay, nothing special. Sorry about that. So I will just smooth this, everything. Okay. Okay. The edges. We probably need some adjustments here and here. Okay. Okay, I will just now close this one. Then I will start to, cleaning up this mesh, because we don't need that much of resolution in this area. Definitely, you do not need this. Where? Oh, again. Oh no! Where? Okay, quad draw, shaded, okay. Now we start to clean up this. This. Now you can see the triangles here. Look at this. The shape itself changes? No. Doesn't change at all. The silhouette changes? No. So it can maintain triangles perfectly. And we are doing this. Okay. Let's go. Triangle. Triangle. And this one. Actually, all of these, I think. All the way down. Oh, Victor! Victor, my monkey. Yes, basically this. We are holding these two triangles. And, okay, I think, yes, that one on the end I will maintain as a quad. Because from here I will need this, these polygons to maintain the shape. So here. Oh crap. I think I will be messed out. Okay, here. This one. Basically following the same logic here that I came from the up, I will be going from the side. Oops, no, wait, huh? Okay. Oops, no, wait. I messed up myself, wait. Here. Here, okay. 3D bout. Here, okay, there. Okay. Calvo supremacy. Oh damn. Yeah, that was good. Look at this. Look at how much polygons we are not spending on this part just by clipping those ones. Compare these ones to these ones. Come on, man. The zoeira is only in Portuguese. Please make the zoeira in English so people can, better understand when they read the chat. Help me. No! Dota, no! No! I have a life! I can't go back to Dota. Almost a year, man. Almost a year clean. No, a year. A year. No. That was since 2022. I do not play Dota. So please don't. I have a life. I can't fell to the temptation. Hugo, I was actually, accompanying the professional scenario, watching news and almost building I don't know the term in English, torcida organizada for Dota, Go Navi! Go Navi! About the smoke, I do not smoke inside home. I have 2 kids and I can't smoke inside home. And also these 2 kids, sometimes just come by and to my office here inside my house, and I can't definitely I can't smoke at home at all, for real. I don't want my child don't get sick because of it, Well, I hope so. I hope so. Here, okay. Welding, welding, welding. Oops. Here. Okay. I don't think so. For real, I don't think so, Hugo. I for real need medical treatment for this problem, actually. But I'll work on this soon as possible. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. Now just these ones from the side view. Okay. Almost finishing it. There. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Actually, I'll save this. Okay, saved. Good, good. Okay. Now, let me see. Yeah, I will have to close this like a straight line, stuff like this, because you know there's here from behind, and he will have to follow all the way like this and close here. At the same time, there are these folds that I will have to model, and his elbow, it's located more or less here, because this jacket, I don't know if you remember, he stops, you know, about this part on the forearm, because you know it's like the character just pulled it from, you know, from to be up here, about this height on the elbow. Not the elbow, like I mean the forearm. Sorry, not the elbow. My English. The forearm here, you know. So he will have to bend his elbow here, like this, and also maintain the shape of the folds here. And also when he bends the elbow, the mesh and the textures, the ideal, it is not look strange in some ways, but yeah, we will see what happens. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Now I will just put this extend edge, put this here, the other one here. Now I'll have to close this in a consistent way to maintain the shape of this form, and also as much as low polygon as possible. That's the difficult part. Okay, let's try this. I will first of all extend loop. So here. Oh, okay. The polygons went inside the mesh. There. Here. Quad draw, shaded mode, okay. Now, this one well here, there, here, here, okay. Here. No, not good. Oops, nope. Stand edge. Okay. Oops. Crash? No. No! Save. Save. Save, for God's sake, save. This one I'll have to build something like this here, yeah. Now, there are 1, 2, 3 segments and 2 from this side, so I'll have to pick up this, make another one. Yeah, this one will fix. Yeah, the silhouette's maintaining good, but the movement, yeah, that wouldn't, affect the movement in a way that we could see, I think. I'm not a rigger, so maybe I would like to have an opinion from a rigger to give some, some consistent information. But I think the movements and the rig stuff won't, get affected in a critical way. I think. Okay. This one, I think it can become texture. Yes, this one too. So okay, good to go. Smooth everything. Okay. Just this one that we can't escape from it. It will need to become mesh. Oops. Oops, no. Yeah. That's it. Yes. Now I can just create two loops here. This one go out here. This one goes no. Oh, it's inside the mesh again. The other one too. Wait. Oops, no. Okay. Here. Oops. No. Here. Here. Okay. And this one. Here. Now, jacket high, show, and quad draw. Okay. Good to go. Here. Louise is crying. Okay. Pretty good. Yeah. Now just happiness. You just extend this and finish. At least this part. Good guy. Here. Let's move everything. Oops. Okay. Oops, no. This one can texture easily without distortion, whatever. But yeah, one of the hardest parts we just solve it. Now here, just oh crap. Okay, these ones. Yeah. Okay. I think. Oops, no. Okay. just subdivide here. Uh, uh, uh. Just capping these polygons. Then I will just adjust them for the shape needed. Alright. Yeah! Finally! Good. Good enough. Probably after that I will try to, maybe take off some more polygons on these parts, on these crucial parts actually, but I don't think that, it can actually make, some big difference. Of course, if my initial budget, gets surpassed, I will probably have to rethink a little bit more on these these arrangements of polygons, and probably remodel some other stuff, but initially I think it's a good step. Okay, save, and almost 4, sorry. It is 6:40 p.m. here, Brazil time. I think it's time to end. So, great. Thank you very much. Oops, my cell phone just fell down. Okay. Yeah, this is the topology right now. Probably I will have to, probably no, yeah. But I will have to basically do the same thing again from the other side. Unfortunately, I can't just mirror the arm, because it's not symmetrical. Even the folds are not symmetrical. You can see, like for an example, you can see some difference here and here. Also, the badge in one side is different from the other side, and also some folds, like these ones, are very, very different than these ones. So different surface, different folds, different silhouettes, so different topology. So unfortunately I can't just mirror and everything's good, everything's done. That would be very good if some things occur like this, but that's not the case then. Also, the chest is not mirrored. These folds here, these ones and these ones, are much different from the rest of us. And also from the back, you know, you guys already can see, not mirrored at all. So yeah. So we are ending the live now, and I hope you guys enjoying it. So see you next week. And if you guys want to, you know, follow up my process and see more of my work, please follow me on ArtStation. The link is in the description. I also have my Instagram on the description too, and my LinkedIn. On my Instagram, I mostly post my whip projects, and on LinkedIn, sometimes if you have some you know, some vacancies, some proposal for work and that kind of stuff, you guys can send me a message there. So yeah, basically like this. See ya, and until the next week. Bye bye.